Again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And I have spatulas and chains and scoops in front of you. And I also have, well, I thought I had, but honestly, I guess I'm just going to have to unwrap it. A 18 by 24 inch black canvas. Not only that, I have most of the paint that was left from the last painting sitting there taunting me because I didn't use it. And I'm going to put my glasses on. My timer is set, and I've got some leftover black paint that was a little more than I could hold in my regular bottle. So I am going to give myself permission to make some areas that I will then use a spatula to flatten out, and quite probably at that point pour or scoop some of the other paint on top. I don't want to cover everything, but I don't mind having quite a bit. So I'm going to use the smaller of my two of my OXO omelet turning spatulas and hope that because it's not too overly warm of a day or cold, that will help the paint that I'm spreading right now stay somewhat wet enough to become the flowing agent that I want it to be for the paint I'm going to add in a minute. This is a really weird technique. I don't believe I've tried it before. I'm inclined to take my gold paint and go all over the canvas before I do that. And I think I'm going to do that because I keep thinking I want to, and then I haven't done it yet. So I have a little tiny bottle of my gold paint, which is not paint at all. It's mica powder from my Amazon link, which is under the video, where you can buy the OXO omelet turning spatula and my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. So I put So I put Decor pouring medium and Floetrol and my usual GAC 800 to keep anything that's thick from cracking when it dries in there. I kind of want to take any paint on there and put that right in the bucket. Alright, so here's my little bottle of paint. I'm going to shake it briefly, even though I filled it reasonably soon. I'm going to just give myself permission to have a good time with the gold. Because I can, which is the name of my book on the Amazon link. Now I could probably smear some of that. That's kind of cool all by itself. I don't want to go too crazy, but I don't want to have to come back and do it again either. Alright, so let's see what it looks like to take some of that and smear it across the areas of wet black paint. Not sure about the lines yet. Not sure what's going to be left after I dump other things on it either. I'm thinking I might want to just leave it like it is, but I go through this process quite a few times while I'm getting ready to complete a finished project. I am constantly falling in love with some temporary stage or something or other. And this is fun. I really like that. I want to stop the camera, go away, take a picture, and come back again. But gold does not really translate that well into canvas prints, so it doesn't matter what I do at this point. I am going to take my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and drag that end of that. I'm going to steal a little paint, go down over my edge, finish that line, throw that particular spatula into the bucket, and say, here goes nothing. But before I say here goes nothing, I'm going to throw a bunch of black into this beautiful batch of colors. And not only that, I think I want some red too. And I'm just going to force that right in there. And I've never done this before. This cup did not work as a ring pour cup. I wish I would fit a shovel. I don't think it will fit a shovel. I like my shovels, what can I say? I'm going to go into it from the edge. I'm going to let some of that go right down over the edge of my canvas. Let the dribbles or the trail or the ribbon or whatever you want to call it come right out. Give a bit of a turn, maybe even tip that down a little bit. I think so, because there's some beautiful colors in there. I'm going to let that run. Not that I can let a whole lot of things run, because I really can't. But that red turned out beautifully in there, and there's a little bit of black showing too. I'm going to go in from the side again. I really don't want to make a huge brown mess. I've got paint dripping right on my foot. Okay. Be a little careful of that next time. So I'm going to let that spread. And I was lucky that I spread it in the right direction. I'm sorry I'm out of your view. I'm going to let it go right down into the, flow right off into that cup that I'm using. And I kind of want some orange. I kind of also want to come from that other side, which means that I'd have to turn it around again. I am going to throw some orange in there. I want to show you guys what I'm doing. Just throw it right in. That's it. I don't have any yellow, and I'm going to throw in a companion orange also. As long as I'm not mixing anything too thoroughly, I'm going to grab that right on top. And figure if I leave some thick areas of it, that's going to be the catalyst to make the paint flow, like so. And I can also pull things with a spatula, which I'm not ready to do yet. I think I want some of this pink in there. I want some of it in the cup I'm using. I'm going to float some of it right on the surface. The orange is good. Whoop. I'll let it be joined by a little bit of blue. We still got some great patterns going on here. I'm missing the dark purple that I want next. So I'm going to throw some of that in a little tiny loose ribbon, not force it at all, right onto my cup. And I'm going to leave it in something of a puddle because I want to be able to tip it again. And seldom do I give myself the opportunity to tip things like that. I can take my basting brush, I think, we'll see in a moment, and lead some of these patterns. I'm going to wipe that off. And I see this gold here, and I like it. And I'm going to give myself permission to just continue that gold right there. Alright, so what else? Tipping this. Back to tipping this. This kind of makes me, I don't know why, I want some green. And not only do I want some green, as much as I like that pink, I'm going to throw some gold in there again. And that stops suddenly, so I'm going to let myself do that. Hey, it still stops suddenly. So I'm going to use a Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula and drag that puppy along. I'm also going to steal some paint and fill in the missing gold links. I think that one I'm just going to finish by adding a little more paint to it. And then I drop some on my tile, I'm just going to finish it right over the edge. Yep, there we go. Alright, so I said I wanted dark green, but what I think I really want is some of this. And I have skewers. To play with patterns, and play with patterns I will. I'm like that. Do I want more of that? I'm not sure if I do or not. Maybe just another dollop right there. Not certain about that at all. But that's pretty much par for the course doing fluid acrylics, so I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to throw a little bit more orange. Do I really want more orange? Really? Maybe I want some red in there. I like the red and the pink together. It doesn't sound right, but it looks right. So I'm good with that. And I pretty much give myself permission to do whatever I see fit, including fill that little spot with some gold. And maybe go back after and do the same thing with any spots that I see that I am compelled to fill. I can also drag my skewer through puddleicious, new word, puddleicious areas, and get down, get funky. That may be a method for another time. But I don't mind changing up what's going on at all. That looks good to me. And I am just sort of very gently resting my skewer right in the paint. Reminds me of an animal print, but I love the little cells that come from spreading the gold paint. Wherever I see fit. Even to the point of stealing some paint. I'm going to steal some more paint. Roll it over my edge, although that did not work as well as I wanted it to, so I'm going to just put some down there. In any case, I'm getting closer to what I wanted, and I like how that red worked with that pink. I'm going to try and keep my bottles somewhat out of my way. I have absolutely beautiful cells in my container. Now, if I can translate those to something over here, I'll be pretty happy. There aren't any rules. I'm making it up as I go along. I'm trying to keep shapes copacetic, shapes that I will like. I have, and I did clean. Oh no, it's still in the bucket. Oh well. I was going to say I have a piece of tubing. But it's also full of water. Well, it was until I shook it out. So I think first I'm going to give myself permission to take that lovely little puddle of paint that's right there. And then I'm going to blow. And see what happens. Although it's really about the skewer at that point. And it looks to me like I'm going to be dotting a few things for sure. While the paint is still wet. Why indeed not? I see a puddle of paint and I am compelled to move it. learn to keep my paint out of my way. I got a minute left to tell you guys there's going to be a part 2. And I'm having a lot of fun just playing. Making decisions on a whim. I'm so not done with this. I think I want some more of my favorite neon folk art purple. I got beautiful cells everywhere I look, and a dog hair. And I'm going to come right over here. Oops, don't stick my finger in there. Grab some of these things sideways. Yep, that's not making me unhappy a bit. And I'm still not making too much mud, which I'm very pleased about. I am going to go ahead and try and remember that every time I tip, it helps spread the paint out. It's coming before the paint I just tipped, so I have that much more of a chance of keeping it, keeping the residuals. I have a bunch of paint in my little shovel here, and I have an edge that's uncovered. So I'm going to let the paint run right out of my shovel along that top edge, and I believe if all goes as I expect, and it does usually, in this case anyway, it will cover that. So I have 2 minutes left before I have to figure that my camera will shut off shortly thereafter, and I can tell you whatever I'm going to tell you, which is I have Teespring clothing directly below the video, and there's sweatshirts and t-shirts, and eventually there'll be shower curtains and stuff, cool stuff like that. I am compelled, when I see I have cool stripes in my scoop, I just have to, sometimes I have to take them out and use them. But I didn't set my timer for that 2 minutes. So where's my crib sheet? Crib sheet says I have OXO and Princeton spatulas on the Amazon link at no added cost to you. You should shop there. Also, my book called Because I Can is on the Amazon link. I like that green. I think there's going to be more green coming. This orange is a little disconcerting up there. Back to my recipe. My paint pouring recipe is in the description body underneath the video, should you be allowed to have that if you're not watching TV or something. I want some pink in there. If you're interested in my artwork, just contact me, communicate with me through YouTube, and I will give you my email address and we'll have a chat. If you're in the Spring Hill area and you would appreciate some lessons, same thing. Contact me through YouTube and I will get in touch with you. My art is for sale. I think I said that. Give me a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. It really helps my placement on YouTube. And there's volume 1, 2, and 3 of wet and dry artworks from YouTube at the bottom of the description. Also Pinterest and Instagram. And if you go to my Facebook pages, you will find other merchandise of mine from past artworks. And Teespring is not alone. I have Curios and Fine Art America, and I'm going to just go for this right now. Just couldn't stop myself. Had to do it. Yes, I did. Oh, I still want some green in there for over this in this area. Maybe just a little bit more. And you'll be gone in a second, so I want to say thank you to everyone who's contributed to keep the studio going. And if you want to be one of those contributors, look for the PayPal or Patreon link, and you will be included in a contest where you might win one of. There we go. There's my timer. You might win one of 4 paintings as a choice if your name is drawn. So I love you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for 48,000 subscribers. Hope to get to 50 by my birthday, but probably not. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but there's not a lot else to do. And I bet anything, you're probably gone. Let's see if you can see everything first. Yeah, pretty much. All right. I love you guys. This is Priscilla in Spring Hill, Florida saying, hey, check my playlist. It's in the last 20 seconds of the video. You can find over 440 videos there. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.